All right, y'all, we're going to do a book reading. We're going to do a books preservation guide. This is from 1989 and the Historic New Orleans Collection, Guide 5, Pamela D. Arceneaux, Jessica Travis. So we'll read some of this. Everybody get a good look. So we'll just read a little bit out. We'll learn a little bit about how to preserve books. All right. So we'll start off. We'll read a couple pages for the culture. We're not going to read the whole thing, but it's good to learn a little bit. Many books are available, which gives detailed instructions for the care and maintenance of books. These usually contain formulas for restoring leather bindings, bleaching fox pages, or procedures for the complete rebinding of books by hand. This guide is not meant for the professional conservator, but for the book lover at home whose collection may not be worth a fortune, but still affords its owner great pleasure. The basic preventative measures for book maintenance presented here can extend the useful life of cherished volumes. At the outset, we would urge the collector who has books already in need of repair to consult a professional conservator before risking further damage by an inept repair job. Environment, enemy of books. This is important. Environment, enemy of books. Environment, enemy of books. Books are made of organic substances, such as leather and paper, which are affected by heat, light, humidity, and insects. Air, which is too dry, can make paper brittle and desiccate leather bindings, cause them to crumble. Humid air promotes mildew, which can rot both paper and bindings. The ultraviolet rays of the sun can change the molecular structure of paper and leather, causing irreversible deterioration. Cloth bindings fade over long exposure to sunlight, and fluorescent lamps can leach the color from book jackets and bindings. Pollutants in the air, such as sulfur dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, nitrogen dioxide, soot, dirt, and ozone all have negative effects on books, documents, and textiles. Sometimes books themselves contain the causes in their deterioration. The glue in the binding of some books attracts insects, which then eat their way through the pages in the binding. Minute amounts of iron left in paper after its manufacture react with fungus to form brownish red spots called foxine, which are very difficult to remove. Many 19th century binders use leather which had not been properly cured, and the acid remaining from the tanning process can disintegrate entire bindings. Technological advances in paper manufacture around 1860 produced a cheaper paper made of wood pulp. With the cheaper paper, the cost of books dropped and more people could afford them. The high acid content of this cheaper paper, however, results in yellow, brittle pages, which literally crumble to the touch within relatively short time. Environment storage. Books are very sensitive to temperature and humidity and should be stored in a cool, dry environment away from direct sunlight. Attics, basements, and garages are not good storage areas. Surprisingly, neither are glass-fronted bookcases because they do not allow air to circulate around the books. The circulation of air through a book's pages prevents spores or insects from establishing themselves and causing damage. For the same reason, one should not wrap books in plastic wrap, which seals out air. Or worse, traps in moisture. Wrapping books in brown paper, whose high acidity causes deterioration, is also discouraged. Frequent, careful handling is actually good for your books. It allows air to circulate, and you can expect for signs of early damage by just looking through your collection. Also, the natural oils from the hands help keep leather bindings supple. Proper ways of shelving can prolong the usefulness of your volumes. Books should not be shelved tightly together, but closely enough to support each other. As a rule, it should be possible to slip a pencil between books without great effort. Large books should not be shelved upright, but flat on the shelf, and small books should be shelved together. Miniatures have special shelves, or they can be stored in commercially available acid-free folders labeled and housed in acid-free boxes. And so, I mean, that's what I'm gonna read to you guys. The handling, well, the environment, the shelving, that's important. So hopefully you learned a little bit. Hopefully, you might find this out in the wild somewhere. I have a couple of these on my store as well. And like there's a whole, obviously this is guide 5, so there's a whole list of guide 1, family papers, 2, photographs, 3, painting, 4, furniture, 5, obviously books, and 6, matting and framing. So hope you like that little read.